up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check this out. So, if at any point in time you thought that Dave Filoni was going to be the savior of Star Wars, if at any point you was thinking, oh, this cat is the guy that's going to save us from the evil clutches of Kathleen Kennedy and return the galaxy to peace and order and all of that, if you ever thought that this was the dude, let this headline that you're looking at right now on Gizmodo completely disabuse your mind of that notion. Dave Filoni sees Hera Syndulla as Thrawn's ultimate foe. Yeah, you heard me. It was hard enough to read that, okay? Much less actually say it with my own mouth. That's what Dave Filoni thinks. Look, this cat is not the dude, all right? Let's just make sure we understand that. Let's get something else straight, too, when he talks about Thrawn, all right? The Thrawn that you saw in Rebels and in Ahsoka, that's not Thrawn, all right? That is not Thrawn whatsoever. Well, let me say it this way. That's not Timothy Zahn Thrawn. That's not Timothy Zahn's Thrawn. That's Thrawn in name only on the Rebels in Ahsoka. All right. Thrawn in name only. That's it. That's what that cat is. You know, what is that? Tino, I guess, or Tino or whatever. I don't know. All right. It's like Disney Star Wars in a way. You know how Disney Star Wars ain't really Star Wars? It's like cheap knockoff Star Wars. You know, it's not really Star Wars. Disney Star Wars is cheap knockoff Star Wars that you buy in the alley on the corner, you know, from a shady looking cat. Like, hey, you want some Star Wars? I got some Star Wars right here. That ain't Star Wars, bro. I already know that. Nah, that don't look like Star Wars to me, homie. You know, that's what this crap is. Okay, that's what Thrawn is. All right, Thrawn is Dave Filoni Thrawn. You know, or Disney Thrawn. Okay, Disney Thrawn is not real Thrawn. You want real Thrawn? You go and buy the Timothy Zahn novels. You know, either set. All right. The first trilogy or the second trilogy. I read them both. I think they're both great. But that's Thrawn. Not this moron that we saw. Dave Filoni can't even write Thrawn correctly. So, you know, yeah, I guess in this case, yeah. You just put a Disney Thrawn in front of this. Dave Filoni sees Hera Syndulla as Disney Thrawn's ultimate foe. Okay, sure. Yeah, she could be Disney Thrawn's foe. Real Thrawn, his foe is Luke Skywalker. That's who real Thrawn has to contend with. Luke Skywalker, Mara J, Han Solo, Leia, you know, that's who Thrawn is really contending with. But these clowns, oh yeah, that Dave can have that. All right, he can have that. I'm telling y'all, man, this cat is not the dude. All right, it's obvious at this point. Dave Filoni is a poser. All right, this cat is a poser. He's a pretender. He's not a contender, and we've always known that. But people kept kind of deluding themselves to thinking, no, Dave can do this. Dave can do this. He sat underneath George Lucas. He had to have learned something. Bro didn't learn nothing. He didn't learn nothing. He can't write. And he doesn't have the wherewithal to hand off his writing to somebody else. I guarantee you, if he handed off his, whatever ideas he might have came up with for Thrawn, if he just said, hey, come here, Tony Gilroy. Tony, can you help me with this script, bro? Can you kind of clean this up, make Thrawn like an actual villain, formidable, intelligent, cunning? Can you do that? Tony Gilroy probably knocked that shit out in his sleep. And then Dave will be like, damn, man, this good ass shit. This is something. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Dave is a poser, man. Dave is a poser. And he's not the guy that saved Star Wars. But now, of course, he's the chief, what is it? The chief creative officer. Yeah, this franchise is doomed. But let's go ahead and see what they're talking about. The second season of Ahsoka hasn't been officially announced yet, but showrunner Dave Filoni has begun to share some of its possibilities. And while we're on the subject, why hasn't a second season of Ahsoka been announced yet? I want y'all to think about that for a minute. Why hasn't a second season of Ahsoka? That thing came out in what? August? It came out in August. We're here in December, about to be January, and they still haven't announced anything about a second season. You know why? Because they don't even know what they want to do. They have no idea what to do with this Mando-verse stuff at this point. They don't know. You're hearing rumors about, season 4 of The Mandalorian could end up being a movie. They don't know what they want to do. They haven't announced Ahsoka's second season. And what was it? The Mando-verse. Somebody was talking about the Mando-verse movie today. Campia. Campia was coming out saying, yeah, man, I don't know, man, that Mando-verse movie. Yeah, man, he was coming up with reasons why it might not even go out. I've already said that. Look, they don't know what they want to do. That's why they haven't made any announcement when it comes to Ahsoka season 2. They haven't announced anything. Not to say that they can't or they won't, but they haven't because they're still trying to figure it out. What do we do with this Mando-verse crap? Are they about to drop 2 $200+ million into a Mando-verse movie? I doubt it. I doubt they want to drop another dime into Ahsoka. It was nothing but declining viewership, declining interest. We saw that all the entire time with Ahsoka. Nobody cares about this show. Outside of that Anakin Skywalker cameo, that was it. That was the only thing that was interesting to people in regards to Ahsoka. It's seeing Anakin and seeing Ahsoka. Or seeing live action Sabine, live action Thrawn, live action Ezra, live action Hera. Those are the types of things that people, member berries, fan service. The actual story of Ahsoka, and whatever, I don't care. Again, you can talk to Star Wars fans that actually cared about Ahsoka or liked Ahsoka and claim they liked the series. And whatever, I don't really care about that stuff. I just wanted to see these characters in live action. That's all it was. So yeah, that's why they haven't announced it, because the declining viewership and interest and ratings and all of that they're just going to be sinking money into a losing effort. They're going to be sinking a lot of money, throwing good money after bad, trying to chase an audience that basically doesn't care about this. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why they haven't announced anything as of yet. The first season of the Disney Plus Star Wars show ended with Grand Admiral Thrawn escaping a new galaxy far, far away and returning to the prime Star Wars galaxy, leaving Ahsoka, Sabine, and a few Darksiders behind. Stowed upon Thrawn's ship, though, making a return was Ezra. Then in the show's final moments, Ezra reunited with Hera Syndulla, a character he's long considered a mother figure. And then they're in the same galaxy with Thrawn, but not Sabine and Ahsoka. That may on the surface seem like an issue, but in a new interview, Filoni mentions Hera, not Ahsoka, as Thrawn's true adversary. What a joke, man. What a joke. Again, Filoni is a poser, okay? Let's just all remember that. Say it with me. Filoni is a poser, all right? He is not a savior. He is a poser. Thrawn's foil throughout Rebels was Hera, Filoni told Empire. Pitting the two generals against one another is something that I find interesting. Yeah, you the only one that do, by the way, Filoni. I don't think anybody else finds that interesting whatsoever. Only you. Only you. It's just kind of like Rian Johnson. The stuff that he likes, all right, is what he puts in there instead of what would work for the fan base as a whole. What would work for the story? What would be important for the story's sake? No, he's going to put in the stuff that he finds interesting, and that's the reason why this crap fails. Filoni also mentioned another character he'd like to see with Thrawn. We set up Captain Pellaeon in The Mandalorian. That's a character that goes with Thrawn, so I'd love to see the two of them together, he said. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about Captain Pellaeon, man. Man, this guy just wants to play in his sandbox. That's the kind of crap that, yeah, Captain Pellaeon is an important character, I guess you could say, from the first Thrawn trilogy. It's not something that I'm, like, oh my God, we got to have Pellaeon in there. I'd love to see that, That's something that plays to like the fan in him, but give me Luke and Mara Jade if you want to bring people together, bring that group together, those two together. Here's some good news for you Star Wars fans out there. Filoni's saying that he finds the Hera and Thrawn dynamic interesting and that he's hoping to see Pellaeon and Thrawn together is as good as an admission. He is, after all, not just the showrunner, writer, producer, and sometimes director of the show. He's now the chief creative officer at Lucasfilm. If he thinks something is interesting or he'd like to see it happen, he's literally the person who can do that. So then why hasn't he greenlit season 2 of Ahsoka yet? You got to wait for permission from mom, don't you? Yeah, mom hasn't given you the green light yet. Kathleen is like, yeah, I don't know. We gotta sink a lot of money into that Rey movie. I got that Rey movie that's important to me, Dave. So I don't know if we gonna have any money left for you and your toys. That's basically what I'm hearing, man. Look, let this be the final word to Dave Filoni and his hackery. This guy is not saving anything. All right, this guy has no ability to save a damn thing over here with Star Wars. He can't even get his own shit off the ground. He got to wait for mom. He got to wait for permission from Kathleen in order to do anything. So yeah, otherwise he would have greenlit Ahsoka. He would have. He would have. He don't have to say so. He don't have to pull like that. Plus, just from a story standpoint, it makes a lot of sense. Assuming Ahsoka Season 2 does happen, Hera and Ezra battling Thrawn and Pellaeon in a main galaxy along with our well-known heroes, while Ahsoka, Sabine, Shin Hati, and Baylan Skoll are off doing weird Force shit so far away there's no possible way they could come back and join that fight, is a clean way to separate the two. Well, not really. Again, Thrawn should be dealing with you know, actual Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker sitting in the galaxy over here. Right, yeah. Ahsoka's in some other galaxy right now. They should be looking for Luke. They should be like, hey, man, we need Luke over here, man. Thrawn is back. Luke is the guy that saved the galaxy in the first place. We just going to ignore this dude? He should be the one, not Hera. Yeah, this is like, okay. This is why Dave Filoni is a poser. He wants to put his people up. Hera is his girl, okay? And he wants to have Hera and Ahsoka and all of these other characters take the lead in this part of the galaxy when Luke Skywalker literally just saved the galaxy. He just saved the galaxy from the Emperor. Han, Leia, Lando, these are the heroes of the galaxy and they're in their prime. Why in the hell would we have Hera doing anything? You know, I'm sorry, man. You can't take this man seriously. He should have brought Luke, Han, Leia, Lando, Mara Jade. I'm drawing a blank. There's so many other players in this thing that are bigger than Hera and Ezra. You know, these always felt like side characters, side stories to me, not the main thing, just kind of like a side story. But he wants to bring these side characters and put them in the starting lineup. That's basically what Dave wanted to do because he don't feel comfortable, you know, using George's characters. You know, he gonna use his characters and he gonna make these guys the headliners. You know, it's not gonna work out. Okay, it's not gonna work out. And again, that's why Dave is a poser. All right, he's pretending. Pretender, not a contender. That's basically how I see it. Anyway, folks, you guys let me know what you think about this situation. I think it's just sad. You know, we can't get the Star Wars we want. We got Disney Star Wars. We got Disney Thrawn. You know, we don't have real Star Wars right now. We just dealing with this crap. Man, it's really ridiculous. But you guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.